In today's aviation news recap, there's more changes at the Quantus Group. Shock horror there. Updates around Turkish Airlines acquiring new aircraft, an exciting airline partnership within the aviation industry. Beginning today's proceedings, though, with Turkish Airlines that have finalised a deal with leading aircraft lessor AerCap for new Boeing-produced planes. As part of the latest lease commitment, Turkish Airlines has secured 3 Boeing 787-9 Dreamliners for long-haul flying, while on the side of narrow bodies, the airline has committed to a further 25 737-8s, which are part of the popular MAX series. AerCap confirmed the delivery for these aircraft would occur over a multi-year period, commencing in 2024 and concluding 2 years later in 2026. It must be said that away from this new announcement, Turkish Airlines remains one of the more ambitious carriers in the global aviation industry to date. The major airline has unveiled plans to expand significantly, with more crew, aircraft, and a much more expansive network than ever seen before. This network includes a solid ambition to leverage the geographical positioning of Turkey to their advantage, and they want to fly as far as Australia, but the network wouldn't just be limited to here. With the addition of hundreds of new aircraft, the expectation is they would start serving many more new markets and expand their presence in ones that they are already located in. The company, though, does need more aircraft to begin with to achieve such a rapid network expansion, and securing this leasing deal will no doubt be hugely important for their long-term future. The Turkish Airlines Chief Investment and Technology Officer said that they had a very unique network, which boasts one of the world's widest in terms of number of countries that they're able to reach, and they did say that they fly to more international destinations than any other airline. But they want to strengthen their position, so they're always focusing on expanding their fleet, this being the latest of several commitments no doubt they'll be working on long into the future. Moving over to Etihad Airways and Scandinavian Airlines, or SAS, well, they've established a new partnership through a code share deal. As part of the strategic code share partnership signed between the two, customers of both airlines will enjoy enhanced connectivity. Thanks to also the deal, guests can book on a single ticket and have to check in only once at the start of their flight. Baggage will thus be checked through to their end destination, which adds efficiency, and I'm sure if you are a frequent traveler, this is something no doubt you'll very much appreciate if flying with the company. The Vice President and Chief Commercial Officer at SAS said, "We are happy for the opportunity to introduce a new code share agreement with Etihad Airways. This partnership expands the choices available to SAS customers for journeys to Abu Dhabi and beyond, with connections to India, Sri Lanka, and more. We will continue to enhance international connectivity and remain committed to our promise of providing seamless travel experiences." Etihad Airways operates with 83 in-service aircraft. Now, this is spread across Airbus and Boeing-produced types. Its largest aircraft type, when measured by active units, is for the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, only to be followed by 11 A320-200s and 10 787-10s. SAS has a fleet, meanwhile, of 115 in-service aircraft, but notably does not have as many wide bodies to its name. It does include many A320 family types and the CRJ 900. To the Quantus Group, where it does just feel like that with every passing week, there are further changes taking place at the company. Many would argue to you that it is required. Quantus Group this time has announced the appointment of a new CEO for its regional and charter business, QantasLink. Rachel Yangoyan, hopefully I've pronounced that correctly, has been revealed as the newest addition to the Quantus Group board. She will take over from John Gissin, who announced he would retire in early November 2023. Even once John does depart from his current role as the QantasLink CEO, he'll take over on an advisory role at the company for a 1-year period, notably to help with the transition process. Rachel isn't new to the Quantus Group. She's actually been part of the company for 20 years now, and in that 20-year period, roles have included key executive positions such as in the realm of customer experience, operations, airports, loyalty, and strategy. As a result, Rachel has had experience in many areas of the business before this appointment, and the Quantus Group CEO Vanessa Hudson believes she is therefore very well equipped to join this new role at QantasLink. The regional company has a big future ahead of it, beginning as early as the next few months, when we will see significant fleet changes take shape. Qantas will welcome its first Airbus A220 delivery by the end of the calendar year for deployment at QantasLink. The expectation is that the A220 will play a pretty important role in developing the QantasLink network for future decades. Thanks to its highly efficient nature and natural progression from previous single-aisle regional types, Qantas has now new route possibilities available to it. The addition of the Airbus A220 will also see the retirement of the iconic Boeing 717, much to the disappointment of aviation enthusiasts, but many people would argue now is the right time to make that all-important transition. Upgrades to aircraft are coming in thick and fast, with Finnair announcing its intent to change the interior of its Embraer aircraft. Over the coming years, Finnair will give its Embraer fleet a fresh and inviting feel. The carrier does want to include familiar elements from previously redesigned Finnair long-haul aircraft cabins, and as a result, continuity will be present throughout, and Finnair can implement design features that it knows are already appreciated but also proven. The Finland-based carrier says that the renewal will be implemented during 2024 to 2025, with a view for the first renewed aircraft beginning re-entry into service by the end of 2024. This is naturally the period of time that they've outlined tentatively, although it can always be very much subject to change. With 12 Embraer aircraft in the fleet at Finnair per their latest data, these planes have 100 seats available, and away from the E190 aircraft, well, Finnair operates a fleet of Airbus planes alongside some ATR propellers. The A321 series plays second fiddle to the A350 as its most significant fleet type, and no doubt investing the money and updating the cabin for these Embraer aircraft will improve regional narrowbody flying for certain. What are your thoughts on any of the topics covered in today's aviation news recap, whether that be potential focus on Finnair, Qantas, Etihad Airways, or at the beginning of this video, talk of Turkish Airlines committing to more Boeing-produced narrowbody but also widebody aircraft. Thank you very much for tuning in and your continued support that you show here on the channel. It really does mean a lot, and I'm glad you have been enjoying more of this long-form content. It certainly has been fun to make, and I must admit, one of the major things I have enjoyed about these longer videos is being able to cover more areas of the industry that maybe I wouldn't get the chance to cover if I was just doing one video per day that was on one topic and, say, only 3 to 4 minutes. Thanks a lot again for your continued support. I'll see you tomorrow at the same time for your latest aviation news recap.
And we'll fly.